welcome to another Naruto Reacts. In this video, I'm going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 10 of Gravity Falls. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. And yes, that was delayed. Shush. Already setting the mood! Wait.
Preston, I must say, the guest list for this year's party has so much diversity.
Yes, and
Oh, we're getting an episode on this family, huh?
Put the oyster fork at an angle. We're not animals, man.
Now where
We're not the animals, man.
Pacifica. What did I tell
Are we
you
gonna
about
get some
that
development for
dress? The
Pacifica?
theme is sea foam green, not lake foam green. Go change. But
There's a
I
lake
kinda
foam?
Like it. But yes, father.
Is that how you silence a person in their world? Up, ding, 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 ding. They're being haunted by all the people they screwed over.
I think I know just the person.
Dipper.
48-hour marathon of ghost harassers on the Used to Be
Honestly,
About
that's kind of
History channel.
used to be about History Channel.
We're not gonna move.
That's
till
so true.
sunset.
It's starting. Turn it up.
Make room for Grandad!
Oh, ow.
Tonight's the not fanciness.
You know, all I can think of is like the Hiltons,
Okay,
Kardashians,
can someone please
that kind of
explain
family.
why people care about this?
It's pretty much the best party of all
or in
time.
terms of how
Rich
people
food, richer
treat them.
boys.
They say each gift basket has a live quail inside.
Give me your life.
Just go buy some baby quail.
Guys, in case you've already forgotten, Pacifica Northwest is the worst.
She
And
sends
that's
a
not just
disturbance in the
jealousy
force.
talking. I'd say that to her face.
I need your help.
You're the worst.
At least he kept his word.
If you don't help me, the party could be ruined.
And
Oh,
why
no.
should I trust you?
Just name your price, okay? I'll give you anything.
Hi, Pacifica.
A live
Excuse
quail?
us.
You're just lucky I'm desperate.
Are those real diamonds? Imagine they actually send letters with real diamonds as the
We're
sealer.
making dresses.
Talk about living on a hill. Wait, are they literally living on a mountain that's been like, the top has been removed? Oh my god.
Welcome to Northwest Manor, dorks. Try not
Manor
to touch
dorks?
anything.
You know, as much as I like to live in a mansion, at the same time, I'd be scared of like anything getting dirty. The babies! Little button quail.
Ah, if it isn't situation before the guests arrive in an hour.
I'll do my best.
In an hour?
Splendid.
Oh my god, his
This
neck.
collar is funny. I thought it was lying about founding the town.
Don't touch that.
We bring that up again.
Check out this hottie.
Marius.
Wait, who is that one person named Beer Snooze now?
Let's swear our sisters choose not to waste time on Marius.
I love how they're all dressed so fancily, and then Dipper just came in with his normal outfit. Like, he did not give a hoot.
Whoa.
Even though Dipper dresses up nice.
This is the main room where it's been.
Was that a
Yeah,
toucan
this
head
looks
that was
like
bigger than a
town
bear?
will be haunted off. Floating plates sound like a category 1.
Casper.
Just gotta splash this sucker with some anointed water, and he should be out of your probably
So,
fake
holy
laundry.
water? Is it their past ancestors?
There we go. Pacifica?
Yo? Okay. Are they gonna start singing? I love how the anointed water bottle just pop. Ew. This is dark.
What do we do? What do we do?
Don't
This is
worry.
on Disney
Can't
XD?
get worse
I don't
than
remember
this.
anything being quite that dark. I'm sorry, Hatchet Man. What in Scooby-Doo Zombie Island? Actually, no, Scooby-Doo Zombie Island was more grotesque or gross, but
All right, here we go. Advice.
blank. Pray for mercy.
Seriously?
Ah, the table betrays them. It's just like, nah, you're not hanging under me.
This way.
Find out why he's upset at the Northwest family.
And sportsmen.
Oregon dunk slammers.
And really Faftelfumter.
They're just waiting for him to die.
Okay, they're with me.
That's the ticket.
My god!
Chocolate.
Reminds me of the mom and dad from Hannah Montana episode where they're like,
You're caught in a sweet, savory loop.
oh good lord.
Guten Tag.
wouldn't.
It's
take
Weaselton.
Ow! Ugh, he's unattainable.
What if we flirt
Just
with him
go
as a
talk
team?
to him?
With our cuties boys are fancy. Her aggressive flirting style might scare them away.
Hey, what's on your shirt?
Aggressive? Nah.
Ha! Gullible! Loser!
That's not aggressive flirting. That's like bully. That's like borderline bully.
Hurry! Through the garden!
Oh my god, peacocks.
Watch out for peacocks!
Why that sound like a turkey?
Look, there's a silver mirror right there.
How coincidental.
Wait!
Or
Don't
coin-
go
what?
in there!
I don't know.
This room has my parents' favorite carpet pattern. They'll lose it if we track mud in
Take the
there.
shoes off then.
Are you? We don't have time for this. Let me through.
No, my parents will
Just
kill me.
take the shoes off.
Parents.
Yeah, maybe we're safe.
Pacifica, watch out!
Your fate is sealed!
Yes! We did it!
I touched you. Ew.
Pay you to pretend that never happened?
Sure.
Well,
I'll take the money.
we found the right man for the job.
I'd be like,
We can't thank you enough.
make that like a
That's enough.
$100 bill and we're
Hey,
good.
just holding up my end of the deal.
150 years ago this
Yes,
day,
backstory.
the Northwests asked us lumberfolk to build them a mansion atop the hill.
Oh,
we were told
that's
to be a
sweet.
service to the town. But when it was time for the
Like the
grand
Hoover Dam and
party,
other
they promised
projects.
the common folk of the town
They didn't let them in.
refused to let. While they partied and laughed, I was swept away by the storm.
Oh.
So I said with final breath,
Thank you so much for coming, Mayor.
But
As
does
a sign of our
Pacifica
respect,
know?
let's take this chip
That seems like
servant.
something I don't think our parents would
Keep him away from bright lights. He
care
gets
about.
grabby.
You lied to me. All of you did. All you had to do
So
was
she
let
did
the
know.
townsfolk into the.
Boy, I'm hosting a party for the most
Do I look
powerful
like I
people
care?
in the world. Do you think they'd come here?
I should have told you, but
That's so bad. It's not even like a shush or a look. It's just a bell. Like she's a servant. She's not even equal to them.
No, no.
Stupid
I'd take one anyway
Northwests,
needed.
making me
Take the whole
do
platter.
Exorcism for them. Exodus, Demonus, Spookus, Scarus, Ain't Afraid Us, No Ghostus.
Why can't you just break the mirror? So it was as simple as just breaking the mirror.
Oh no!
I would have just told him, fine, have your way with them, but leave my sister and her friends out of it.
Huh?
I am from Austria.
Wrong, Austria.
I am Candy. I love the tiny hats you wear on your shoulders.
Hi! If you were a
That's-
boat, do you know what kind you'd
They're
be?
brushes.
A dream boat.
Why don't you turn him on? What? Because he's treated so, like, gently and stuff. Watch him actually be turned on or, like, be turned, like, he likes a girl that treats him like that.
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry,
I
that
guess
guy with
so.
the
A toast
look really bothers me.
to our family name.
He literally looks like the guy from Weaselton, or, I guess, Frozen, for those who don't know.
Ah, the Grim Reaper. I've been wondering when you would arrive.
How apropos, he turns them into trees. Yes, he turned the guy, the snobby guy away. And again, they're all snobbies, never mind. That's horrifying.
What are you going to do?
Prepare the panic room.
Who the heck has a painting of a skeleton,
Seneca,
a Royal
there you
King
are.
skeleton?
The ghost is turning everyone to wood. It's not too late.
It's too late.
Oh no!
You
Uh.
are all wood.
Well, I mean, Pacifica. Oh. I mean, Pacifica's still around, so she still counts.
Pacifica Elise Northwest. Stop this instant.
Oh, they're still alive.
Down, see us like
They're
this?
still-
We'll eat the butler.
It's like a trained animal.
And I'm gonna fix it.
The grand light shines upon us. Christmas.
I know you're probably out of my league, but might I give you my phone number?
I don't have a phone.
And this is kind of
Put
an
it on my
example of you don't need to
face.
change who you are to
Whoa,
try to
oh, Grenda.
attract someone
I
else.
guess we shouldn't have sold her.
There is someone out there. There's billions of us, so.
Cool, bridesmaid.
You know what, McGucket? How about we talk about this stuff tomorrow? It's a party. Let's have some fun for once, huh?
He's gonna get taken.
Oh, this is bad. Something's coming.
21 hours?
Something big.
Yo, why does the family have that kind of...
Alone at last.
You can drop the act trigger. They're seeing activity on the machine.
Not even gonna ask.
Oh, that was good. All right. Let me go ahead and get into my thoughts. There we go. All right. So, the plot for this episode. Okay. So this was pretty much a developmental episode for Pacifica. Let's see. Ooh. Like, I'm glad we had an episode on Pacifica and gave her more development and stuff and more of the background, like how her, I mean, we already kind of got a glimpse of how her family acted and stuff in previous, like the golf episode. But in this one, you really see how they act. And I would say, for a plot, it kind of, didn't go stereotypical though, because it didn't go with like, oh, they are just bad people and we gotta change her parents kind of thing. It's more like they're not gonna change obviously, but Pacifica did. Like she was influenced by her parents obviously, so she would act snooty and stuff, but at the same time at home she was also treated pretty lowly by her parents. At least her dad. Her mom didn't really say much, which kind of is definitely like the trophy wife where she's seen, not heard. And I kind of wish, though, like I understand she's a trophy wife, I think it would be kind of cool if they gave, this is kind of going into the character section, plot, I'll just say was good for this kind of episode. Characters, so continue what I was saying, I kind of wish the mom was given kind of like a little bit of development, where instead of her being a stereotypical trophy wife, maybe make it where she, like, you kind of see a hint of her, like, looking kind of like she feels bad for how Pacifica is treated, but she doesn't want to speak up because of her husband, which would fit in line for a lot of women, like, that are in that situation where they, don't get me wrong, there are those like this mom where they really don't give a crap about the children or the child, and all they care about is they just wanted the money from the family. But I would have liked it if like it came about that let's just say Pacifica had the guts to stand up to her father, unlike the mom did, and the mom kind of maybe would say something like, you get hints of the mom feeling bad for Pacifica, but then later on, like when Pacifica does stand up to the dad, her mom goes and says, you know, you did something that I couldn't even do, which was stand up to your father and stuff. Like, I kind of wish we had kind of like that kind of little subplot thing in this episode, but okay, that's asking for like a little extra. That's like nitpicking this episode and the characters, but I just feel like that's not, at least I haven't seen that, I think, for that kind of character, trophy wife mom. They're always the really bitchy moms, or the really snooty moms, and they're like never have anything else in them other than that, so I kind of like wanted to see something different, but again, it's a nitpick. Other than that, the dad's grandiose asshole does things that they're like, I don't speak to your kind. He's the full-blown like, snooty kind of guy, other than obviously the blonde-haired guest guy that is the literal speaks like this and like has the hair swept and all that stuff. But characters wise, mom was your average trophy mom. Dad is an rich asshole. Pacifica got development. I would say I almost kind of get a vibe that I wonder if, I don't think so, but I kind of wonder if they're gonna if Dipper and Pacifica would have any chemistry in that sense, and at least she's just around the same age as Dipper, not like Wendy. But I wonder if Pacifica will have any interest will develop any interest in the mysteries of Gravity Falls, and maybe she helps Dipper with, I don't know. I feel like they kind of could go with something like that for Dipper, but at the same time I don't care if they do or they don't. But I would say Pacifica, definitely I like her more than I did previously. Previously it's like, okay, I can kind of see where they're going with it, that they're gonna make you feel bad for her and stuff. This one took even a step further. Like, it's not even like why Pacifica, that kind of thing. It was just a bell. Like, that's literally how you treat slaves. And so that shows you how badly her parents or her dad treated her, that she wasn't even like really equal to them, except for the fact that she was able to wear the nice clothes and buy the nice things and that kind of stuff. Other than that, if she didn't stay in line, then they shushed her with a bell like a servant. So I definitely felt more for Pacifica than the usual snooty little child story or character. So I do kind of, part of me, like, I like her more enough that I would be interested to see her in another episode, but it's not like, oh, I really like this character now kind of thing. Like, I'm sure there are people who really fell for Pacifica and really like her as a character. For me, I just like, I feel like I like her more than, how can I say this? I feel like I like her a little bit more than Seuss. And that may be mean, because Seuss has been through a lot more with the twins and stuff, and has been in a lot more episodes than Pacifica. But I feel like Seuss is like, is the sweet gullible dummy kind of comic relief. Like, he does care about Dipper and Mabel and Stan and stuff, and Wendy and stuff. Like, that's his like second family in a way. But I don't know what it is. I haven't really gotten attached to Seuss. Pacifica I like a little more than Seuss, and I don't know why. If that got me upset when people were saying that, because it's like, how can I feel that way when Seuss has been through a lot more, or we've seen a lot more of Seuss and seen more of what he's been through versus Pacifica? I don't know. I definitely feel like I would look forward to another episode with Pacifica way more. So yeah, I like Pacifica. Parents are her dad's a great big asshole. Mom is trophy wife. I feel like the guy who was the Duke, not Duke, was he the Duke? No, Prince, I think. The one that likes Greta. I'll say this. I like the switch up that it's not where even the prince is like snooty and doesn't acts like that. It's the fact that he falls for Greta, who is not, like I said, not the usual girl, who probably treats him very like carefully and doesn't want to hurt his feelings and stuff, whereas Greta's just kind of like confident, just goes, you know, I don't give a poop who you are, I'm gonna treat you the same way I would anyone else. And so he likes her for that. So I kind of like that little subplot they threw in there. And I don't really, okay, I'll just say I like to see more of him and Greta, but at the same time, I enjoyed them a lot in this episode though. And then the ghost, the lumberjack ghost, definitely, he definitely was scary. Like that scene with the blood, like I honestly, when it first started with the dripping of blood in a puddle, I honestly thought it was going to turn into like cranberry, like some kind of like not actual blood but cranberry juice or like something else. So when it switched over to the scene of all the animal heads bleeding from their eyes and mouth, I'm like, this is really dark. Like, we've gone dark already with the zombies and stuff and everything, and pretty like gross, like graphic stuff. But this was like something out of it was like a horror comedy, and I referenced it with the seeing animal heads and stuff. Oh, I'm blanking on it, but like it kind of reminded me of that dark, like that kind of dark stuff. It definitely set the mood for the tone for the episode. So I like the lumberjack, and I like the backstory for him, that it was pretty much him and the commoners that helped the family build the mansion were basically screwed over. And so he held a grudge for all that time, even past his death. So yeah, I would say there's not any characters I don't like in this episode. Yeah, I would say none of them I don't like. They all serve their purpose where I enjoyed them. Animation. Again, the backgrounds. It seems like a lot of times it's like the first like background or the first few backgrounds. There's like one in the first like minute of the episode where they like it stands out a lot to me. So like last couple episodes I've mentioned like the Mystery Shack and how it looks. This time it was the mansion and how it set the tone. I don't know if that's like on purpose, but it's almost like it sets the tone for the whole episode. Like you know that something like creepy. Like this one felt more like a creepy mystery. Even though this is kind of like what Gravity Falls is, it's always like, well, not always creepy, but like the gnomes weren't creepy. It was just like kind of like comedic, but it's a comedy mystery. But like at least this season, it's been a lot of like horror / creepy mystery kind of episodes. So the like backgrounds they start with have like set that tone perfectly. And then like I mentioned before, the blood coming from the mouths of the stuffed animals or the stuffed animal heads and everything, that was great animation. Yeah, I would say I would give the animation in this episode like an extra point. Then like I think I've been ranking this season as like 9. So let's just give this like let's just say like a 9. I'll give this a 9.5 because they went extra and they did really well in setting the tone or the horror tone. Music, I like the music in this one. Especially I think where was the scene? The scene with the stuff floating. Who was it floating around? Was it the ghost? I think it was the ghost when it was floating around. It had that like, it almost had like haunted mansion kind of music, and it sounded really good. So I would say the music in this was really good. Overall, really good episode. I would say I like it more than the previous. Yeah, I would say I like it more than the previous, definitely. But yeah, I think those are my thoughts for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you like early access to my full unedited reactions, go join my Patreon. Link in the description and pin comment below. Anyway, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, and keep burning bright. See ya!